Contemporary, minimalist, tons of wall space for your arts and collectibles, a generous amount of windows and skylights to allow natural light to seep into this beautiful home. Folks, that's what you get when you purchase a home from a Harvard-trained architect and developer. We can't wait to take you inside, so let's go. Welcome back to the channel. This week on Inside Houston Real Estate, we are in Braes Heights, which is one of the most sought after neighborhoods in all of Houston. Before I go any further, I want to give a huge thank you to Mike Brombacher, who's the listing agent, and also to Jacqueline, who is not only the architect, but the developer of this fine property. So let's talk about the exterior. I love the colors. There's really not much else for me to say about it. The brick combined with the dark accents, very nicely done. I do want to point out kind of the minimalist architectural plan here as far as the landscaping. So you have a 3-tiered planter box. And now keep in mind, folks, these are all going to grow some. So you have planters running along the walkway here. You have another row of shrubs and plants here. And then the 3rd tier, you're going to have more here. So once this grows in, it's going to be really fabulous. Let's take you up the stairs, nice tiled stairs, windows. One of my favorite things when we go to houses. The natural light in this house is absolutely phenomenal. And it's the little things. I love this glass and iron door, 2 sides to it, but also let's take a look at the paneling that's done here in this alcove. And as we step inside the foyer, the first thing I notice is the height of the ceiling. So here on the 1st floor, you have 11-foot high ceilings. You have approximately a 20-inch truss, so nearly 2 more feet. And then the 2nd floor has 10-foot high ceilings. So when you combine all of that, you're dealing with nearly 24-foot high ceilings at the very top. So let me give you the specs to this house. This house is 4,750 square feet. It's 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. It's built on a lot that is 8,750 square feet, and it recently got listed at $1,849,000. So before we leave this foyer, I definitely have to point out the brick wall, which is the same color brick that we've seen on the outside of the property. So it's a really nice continuous flow. This house is truly designed to let the outdoors in and the inside out. On this 1st floor, we also have a beautiful study. And what I'd like to point out, obviously, is the built-ins. We've seen a lot of studies on pretty much every house, but rarely do we see nice built-ins like this. Beautifully done. Also, the large windows allowing for that natural light to come in. And also, Morgan, I'd like to point out that you do have French doors here, double French doors, which is a really nice touch. Off of this study, there is a generous walk-in closet, and I will let you walk in. So whether it's for storage or what have you, that's plenty of closet space. So this developer really looked to maximize spaces where a lot of developers just don't. It just becomes dead space. So great job. In addition, on this 1st floor, you have a coat closet here, and you also have a powder room. I'll let you show that, Morgan. And now as we step more into this huge great room, before we get there, I would like to point out that you have kind of like a double mudroom area here. Normally you're just gonna have one setup here with the hooks, but there's another one right here. And folks, at the end of the tour, or towards the end, we will also show you the garage, which is one of the nicest garages I've seen. So Morgan, I'm gonna let you take over at this point in the tour and show our viewers the beautiful kitchen.
Welcome to the kitchen, which features all Thermador appliances. Let's start with this built-in refrigerator that has a push-to-open door. Very nice. It will even close automatically if you leave the door just slightly ajar. On my left here, we have a wet bar with a wine refrigerator. Very nice. Tons of cabinet space throughout this whole entire kitchen. We have a full backsplash, under cabinet lighting, and the outlets to keep the backsplash clean are right under the cabinet as well. We have a Thermador 6-burner cooktop, and then as well as a trash pullout. I love the pendant lighting here above the island. As we make our way through the kitchen, we have a walk-in pantry on this side with also, again, custom cabinets, and I'll let you go in there.
This is really nice. We've seen a lot of pantries, but the level of detail in this pantry is nice for wine and other little knickknacks.
Okay, so coming out of the pantry, I did want to point out where our microwave is, and it actually opens with the push of a button. Very nice, love that. And then you just hit close and it'll close. We have generous amount of counter space, but my favorite part of this kitchen is these 2 corner windows right here. I just love how he used these corners to bring in all this natural light into the kitchen. I think it just flows so beautifully, and it really brings out the whites and the colors in this kitchen.
I agree.
Love it. Of course, we have the cabinetry that goes all the way up to the ceiling again, and then we even have double ovens right here. So now as we make our way to the island, it's huge. This is a really expansive island. I would say it fits probably about 4 counter stools, and then you even have some cabinet space underneath for more storage.
You know, Morgan, the developer here really left nothing unturned as far as accounting for storage space, because so many kitchens lack storage. So not only do you have the cabinets that go all the way to the ceiling,
right,
but you also have a really nice sized pantry with tons of cabinet space in there, and those use of the windows.
Just beautiful. And we'll see that throughout the whole house, guys. His use of windows in this house is phenomenal. So.
I agree. What I really love about this home is the openness of this great room. Being a great room, normally it's just one kind of square, but this has some shape to it, so it really defines certain spaces. So obviously right now, we are in what I would call the main living area, which is highlighted by this really nice fireplace. Obviously, you can put a flat screen on the wall here. If you don't like a TV in the living room, you could put some art there. As Morgan mentioned earlier, the corner windows in the kitchen, but this developer really utilized these corners and did windows on each side. A lot of times you're going to see one window here, wall space, and another window here, but this has a really nice continuous flow to it, and it goes up pretty high. Not all the way to the top, but really nice, allowing for a lot of natural light to come in. Let's also point out the fact that these are European white oak floors. These are beautifully done. And you also have your outlet built into the floor right here. And off to the right, we have sliding doors that go out to a really nice patio, rear covered. You also have out here, and we'll step outside now, Morgan. You have a built-in barbecue, and this is the same tile that is featured in the entry when you're coming up the stairs from outside. So the color tones just match throughout this entire home. And let's go downstairs really quick into this backyard. And when you get into neighborhoods like this, which is really still kind of an urban neighborhood, maybe on the outskirts of the city, you usually lack yard space. Well, you can see there is plenty of yard space here. Enough room to do a pool. And Morgan, if you just pan down the side here, that could be a dog run, if you will. Pool could go here, or you can even do the pool the length of the back of the house. So plenty of yard space. The lot on this is 8,750 square feet, and the way the house sits on it really maximizes the outdoor spaces. All right.
No.
So now back inside, continuing with the great room. This area of the great room is really an area to put your formal dining table under this nice light installation here. Notice more windows, and there's something about the contrast of the black window frames with the white. It's minimalist, contemporary, it flows really nicely. Over here, which I'm going to consider this to be more of a breakfast nook area, you have another light fixture up above. You can put a table here. Notice the built-in cabinetry, and you have this really nice counter space. So if you're entertaining, this is a great place as a buffet area to put serving dishes and what have you. The thing I'm noticing is on all the corners of the house, at least what we've seen here on this first floor, more windows, maximizing the lighting coming in from every angle possible. What do you feel about this?
I really love this house.
Yeah,
it's very artistic to me.
It is. And you know, like I mentioned earlier, if you're an art lover, folks, now that we're standing inside, take a look at all of the wall space here. So you have arts and collectibles to hang. You're not missing. You're not going to miss at all. You have plenty of space on the walls. Also, you still have plenty of windows. So really, really thoughtful design. So just off of the great room, you actually have a guest room here on the first floor. Very nice size. I want to point out also, Morgan, nice baseboards even in here, go throughout the house. The theme of tons of windows with natural light coming in. Morgan, I will let you go inside. You have a full bathroom here, full tile surround going all the way up to the ceiling. And you also have a decent sized walk-in closet. This is perfect for guests, or it could be perfect if you have kids home from college or things of that nature. Perfect room. And it also has an entrance, a separate door that leads out to the rear covered patio. So this is perfectly done. So that concludes our tour of the first floor. We're going to take you upstairs to the second floor, which features the primary bedroom, 3 secondary bedrooms, and a very nice loft area. So let's go.
Okay, welcome to the second floor. I do want to point out the use of the high windows above the staircase. They allow a lot of natural light to still seep into the house while also still maintaining some privacy for the buyers. This is our game room, and I really love the fact that you can overlook into the foyer. I think that's a really cool feature from this second floor here. I also love the 3 large windows. Again, the windows here are just incredible to me. That's probably one of my favorite features of this house. But the showstopper of this game room is this huge skylight above me.
Wow. You know, we've seen some skylights on this channel, but typically they're like in the bathroom. I don't think we've seen one in like a kind of a larger living area.
No, we haven't. And I also want to point out that you do have track lighting above as well. So just imagine this home at nighttime. I know it really comes alive.
I agree.
So we'll make our way into secondary bedroom number 1 here. And I wanted to point this out just because the use of the windows in this room to me is just amazing. It's almost like wraparound windows.
It's seriously, it's just like,
you know,
if that little strip of wall wasn't there, it would just be all glass going around.
Yeah, so again, he really utilizes those corners perfectly. You do have an ensuite bathroom with a stand-up shower. I'll let you go in there and again, point out those windows.
The more homes we look at, you start to notice the little touches that really make the home true quality versus someone just trying to build a big house and just put some, you know, just not up to par materials in it. So this developer did a great job.
Excellent job. And we do have outlets on the floor as well too. So he continued that up to the second floor. You have secondary bedroom number 2 here. Okay. And they're all en suite. So they all come with a bathroom and a closet. And then you have secondary bedroom number 3 just right down that hallway. Before you get to that bedroom, there is a laundry room here.
You know what? Again, a lot of cabinet space for a laundry room.
Cabinet space. I think you have a sink here. And this is connected to the primary bedroom, which we are going to show you guys in just a moment. I'm gonna turn the camera back to you.
Great. All right, so we have a very nice primary. I want to point out that it's hard surface flooring up here as well. A lot of times you'll see carpet on second floor bedrooms. Nice European white oak. Let's point out the tray ceiling at the top, and the LED lighting that goes inside the tray is the same as what we saw in the skylight above the game room. I think that's a very nice touch. Obviously, the windows, the corner window as well, wrapping around, allowing for that natural light to come in. And then you have a double door entry leading into the primary bathroom. I love this hard surface flooring here. The tile is beautiful. The light fixtures he chose in here. The long countertop with the dual basins. And then another tray with LED lighting wrapping around. Beautifully done. Can't forget the soaking tub. Really nice. And also the backsplash tile, which extends into your walk-in shower. But Morgan, there's a really unique feature, and I haven't seen this done in any of the homes that we've toured on this channel. If you kind of follow me into this shower area, pan up, you have a skylight coming above the shower. This is super cool. In addition, you have this window. What I want to point about this window is a lot of times developers will put really tiny windows there that are very narrow, but this one runs the width, or should I say the length of the shower, and it's taller than most, and you have a full tile surround going all the way up. I think the design on here is outstanding. What do you think? It is.
And also, I don't think you pointed out, it's dual shower heads with a rain head and a handheld.
Nice.
So
nice. All right, now let's step into the primary closet. Now, this, nice size.
I would say. Melanie approved.
Melanie would approve if this was her closet by herself.
I agree.
Folks, one of these days you're going to meet my wife on the channel. It's kind of an ongoing joke. But what is super cool about this is they did the pull downs in all the cabinets throughout this entire home, from the kitchen to the study area down on the first floor. He took them all the way up to the ceiling. You typically don't see that when you're touring homes. You have a nice island, and on this side of the island, as you can see, you have cabinet space. And on the opposite side of the island, you have some drawers. So I think this closet is very well designed.
Absolutely. And a corner window.
Another corner window. And the cool thing about this window, you do have some hanging space here, but you have this shelf on top. So if you wanted to put some handbags or some vases or what have you in the closet, you can easily do that. All right, now, another very convenient feature is the primary closet leads into the laundry room. How convenient is that?
Very nice.
And you can see there's tons of cabinet space in here as well, including a sink. So we promised to show you the garage because the garage is super functional. Now you can see just when we open the garage door how high this is. So remember, these ceilings are really high in the house, but they're also high in the garage. The stairs coming down have the same tile as the stairs leading up to the entry of the house, as well as the rear covered patio. But what I want to point out is these high ceilings will allow for you to put 2 car lifts in here. So you can literally get 4 cars into this garage if you wanted to. Also, right here, you have a 220 outlet. So if you have an EV, an electrical vehicle, you can plug in right there. And due to the way the home is built, it's going to be hard to see under here, but this goes literally under the house. So if you are an outdoor sports person and you have things like kayaks and tents and things of that nature, you can easily put them underneath the house here and not have to worry about putting them in the garage and that taking up space in your garage. So we definitely wanted to point this out to you. Most garages don't have this much space, so I think this is really nice. So that concludes our tour of this really nice minimalist contemporary home here in Braes Heights. I want to give a huge thank you to the listing agent Mike Brombacher of Brombacher & Co., as well as the developer Jack Lynn, for allowing this tour to take place. Folks, if you're looking to buy, sell, or lease anywhere in Houston or anywhere in Texas, our contact information is below. That's my daughter Morgan and myself. Definitely reach out. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.